Tia Clayton's 100-meter comeback. Can she win at the Silesia Diamond League 2025, assuming the entry list remains the same? Plus, Kemba Nelson drops her first sub-11 in 3 years. And, well, Noah Lyles has words. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button and continue to go. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know the next video drop to release. One today in Peter Lloyd World. Also, enjoy the content. Please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. Are you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, first up, let me just say my premise regarding Tia Clayton is based on the fact that I have not yet seen her name struck from the entry list of tomorrow's Silesia Diamond League in the women's 100 meters. So anyway, people, let's get into the video. Kemba Nelson must be very, very happy at this moment. You see, Kemba Nelson has ran her first sub-11 in 3 years. In fact, her fastest 100-meter time in 3 years. In the heat of the women's 100 meters at the Nord Thüringer Meet 2025, she ran a spiffy 10.99 seconds to take the win, advancing to the finals. Here is that race highlight.
Rebecca Hase auf der Außenbahn dieses Jahr 11,12 Sekunden gelaufen, haben wir gesehen. Und den jamaikanischen Blitz hier auf der Bahn, sondern auch von Kemba Nelson holt sich diesen Vorlaufsieg in 11.
So it gets better. She went on to win the finals at the event, in this event, running 11.07 to take the win. So huge congratulations there to Kemba Nelson, because the truth is, people, there have been moments when she just looked disheartened, and she's a great talent. But you know what, people, the transition from amateur or college to pro is not always easy, and it is often very, very different for different individuals. Okay, on to some more great news for the island of Jamaica. Well, in the field events at the ongoing NACAC, Jamaica has already dropped its first gold medal. This, of course, courtesy of the living legend himself, a personal favorite, the remarkable king, the legendary Frederick Dakers. CVM TV reported record holder Frederick Dakers and Chad Wright got Jamaica's first medals at the NACAC Senior Championships, taking gold and bronze respectively. In the Bahamas, Dakers had a best effort of 65.10 meters to take the title, while Wright's best mark was 62.85 meters. Here is that best effort by Frederick Dakers. Big up yourself, King. Big up yourself.
That's far. Oh yeah.
So Frederick Dakers and Chad Wright giving Jamaica gold and bronze respectively in the men's discus at the ongoing NACAC competition. Of course, this is in the field events. This is a good way for us to start. Big up to both of the kingdom, Art of Love. So unless you've been living under a rock, you would have been aware of the fact that Shacarri Richardson was arrested at the airport for assault on her boyfriend, Christian Coleman. Now, we have gone through this story several times. I'm hoping this is the last time I have to talk about this story. But she did issue an apology, and I thought it is only correct for me to share her apology. She wrote, "I apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receiving it, but give it. I love him, and to him I can't apologize enough. My apology should be just as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you, and I am so sorry, sir." That sounds like a very sincere apology.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
So several Jamaicans will be in action at the Silesia Diamond League tomorrow, including Rashawn Clark in the men's 400 meters hurdles. I think his biggest challenge, of course, will be Karsten Warholm of Norway. So good luck to you, young king. Also, in the women's 400 meters hurdles is Cheyenne Salmon, a favorite here, as well as Anjanette Knight, another favorite, and of course the legendary Rochelle Clayton. They, of course, will be in the women's 400 meters hurdles. The three Jamaicans are to take on the likes of Dahilia Mohammed, who is on fire, Femke Ball, as well as Anna Cockrell in this women's 400 meters. You know, it sounds weird, but I really want to see what's going to happen between Femke Ball and Dahilia Mohammed and Rochelle Clayton. Now, as of my recording this, the latest news is that both Anna Cockrell and Anjanette Knight are no longer listed to compete in the women's 400 meters hurdles at tomorrow's event at the Silesia Diamond League. No doubt you have heard about the upcoming clash between Noah Lyles and Kishane Thompson in the men's 100 meters because we covered it here a few days ago. This, of course, is also tomorrow at the Silesia Diamond League. So why is this important? Well, this is the first 100 meters that both men have competed against each other in since the finals of the Paris Olympic Games, and we know that was rather controversial. Now, we did an entire video on our opinions about this clash, but we're going to tell you who is going to be competing, and this is pretty much like the Paris Olympic Games finals. Kenny Benerick, who's going to be a factor, Akeem Blake, Trayvon Bromell, Christian Coleman, Courtney Lindsay, of course, Noah Lyles, Akani Simbine, and Kishane Tomlinson. So this is a heck of a lineup, people. Just a few people missing. Why I wanted to bring this to your attention is because of the comment that Noah Lyles made regarding why he decided to run in this men's 100 meters at the press conference of the Silesia Diamond League earlier today or yesterday.
We have heard from your coach and from your manager that you are just fired up. What convinced you this year finally to come to Silesia?
It just was part of the season, you know, that's really what it came down to. I need races, and we were looking at the schedule, and polling came up, and it's like, well, we've never been to Poland Diamond League. The coach is like, it's a good place to run. I said, all right, put it on the schedule, let's go. It's going to be a fast race regardless. I mean, you basically have the Olympic final, maybe missing 2 people, adding in some just as fast people. It's going to be good regardless. Of course, having Kishane there, it makes it even better. I mean, this is going to be a moment that I think everybody's going to be looking at their calendar and saying, okay, this is what I'm going to base my World Championship picks off of, whether it helps them or not.
Noah Lyles being Noah Lyles, people, always playing those head games, always. The women's 100 meters hurdles features 4 Jamaicans. The reigning champion, defending champion, Danielle Williams, Akira Nugent, Megan Tapper, the new kid on the block, in air quotes, and the remarkable Karika Hill. This is going to be one heck of women's 100 meters hurdles. I still think the most exciting and unpredictable race in the last 2 years is the women's 100 meters hurdles. I mean, pretty much there are like 6 women who could win it on any given day once they execute correctly. Now, I can't mention everyone here, but people like Toby Amusan, Devin Charlton, Kendra Harrison, Karika Hill, Alasia Johnson, Marshall, Masai Russell, clearly, Nugent, Megan Tapper, who's just on fire, Nadine Visser, who won last week, and Danielle Williams. This is a heck of a race, people. I guess they're going to have a trim down process, but this is going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Well, we did see Akira Nugent come 4th last week in her race last week. Not her most impressive showing, but she did hit a few hurdles. And like I said The thing about this thing, people, it's really who executes the best on the day. So let's take a look back at last weekend's run. Now, last weekend, it was Nadine Visser who won in 12.43 with Aaliyah Armstrong of the United States taking second in 12.59. Christian Clemens of the USA took third in 12.74, and Nugent came fourth in 12.85. Here is that race highlight.
The way smoothie, great start from Armstrong, the United States. Armstrong at the moment putting the pressure on the rest of the athletes. Clemens going well as well. Nissa looking good. The Dutch woman trying to come through the middle of the field. Akira Nugent all over the place. She clipped a hurdle there. Nadine Visser, 12.45, a new season's best.
Over in the long jump, Jamaica will be repped in the women's long jump by the remarkable Akira Smith, who took second place in last weekend's event with a jump of 6.67 meters. Here is that jump from last weekend. Romaine Beckford will rep for the island in the men's high jump. Now, of course, the women's 200 meters, Shericka Jackson will be finally back on a 200-meter track, and we're expecting fireworks in this one. She'll be taking on some very serious competitors. Shericka Jackson, who has been working back to her better form, is taking on Brittany Brown, who has been on fire. I would say Daryl Nita, Favor of Philly, Prandini. This is a very competitive race. So now we did see Shericka Jackson take third in last weekend's women's 100 meters behind Tia Clayton, who took second, and Talu Smith, who took first in the women's 100 meters, not 200. Take note.
Good start from Fraser Price, really good start from Talu Smith as well, third from right in the orange headband. Coming through strongly now is Tina Clayton. Clayton pushing hard, but here comes Shericka Jackson, the 400-meter runner strength. Is she going to get there? No, it's Talu Smith who takes it. That's a big, big win for Murray.
I should tell you that Shericka Jackson did say in an interview after that 100-meter run, that she is definitely going to be doing much better in her next run. All right, so the meat of the matter. Tia Clayton thus far has not been withdrawn from the entry list in the women's 100 meters. So she should be running alongside her sister Tina Clayton in tomorrow's Silesia women's 100 meters. If Tia Clayton, who is one half of the famous twin turbos Tina and Tia Clayton, runs in this one, she'll be taking on Dina Asher Smith, Aaliyah Hobbs, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, Shacarri Richardson, Jasha Sears, Iwa Sauboda, and Marie-José Talu Smith. And people may not lie, this is one heck of a lineup. All right? Now, the last time we saw the Clayton twins run together, it was at this event. And that event, of course, was the Doha Diamond League, where Tia took first and Tina took second, with Shelly and Fraser Price taking third.
Kambunji gets a much better start than Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and also going well is Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton's just got this one at the moment. Van der Veken is close. It's going to be very tight on the line, but Clayton's going to get this. It's Tia Clayton, 10.92. Well, I said she's been running very well, and she's overtaken.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. So, why am I so excited about seeing Tia Clayton back on track if she is not at the last minute pulled from this event? Because I've triple checked and her name is still there alongside her sister. First up, this is one stacked event. The clear favorite going into this has got to be Melissa Jefferson Wooden. I mean, she has not lost a race, I think, pretty much since the Grand Slam track, Jamaica, Kingston. She hasn't lost 100 meters. And she has ran the fastest time we've seen a woman run in about 2 years. She ran an incredible 10.65 in the finals of the women's 100 meters at the USATF Trials 2025. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't really say anybody is beating her at this point in time. I'm sorry. Yardies, you might be, but the truth is 10.65 on a run of the mill. That's crazy time. And she's been consistently winning. And I've said to you repeatedly, winning is winning is winning. When you get into that winning mentality, it's very, very difficult to defeat you. And 10.65 means she is meters ahead of everybody else. Now, of all the Jamaicans competing, Tina Clayton, of course, with an insane new PB of 10.81 is extremely impressive. But Tina Clayton is in the position, in my personal opinion, where Tia Clayton was last year, where she was running really great times, but she had not yet sort of settled in at that level, and she still lacked experience, which is why she didn't do as well in the Paris Olympics finals, meaning Tia Clayton, as she did in the semifinals. If she ran the time in the semifinals, she should have won at least a bronze medal. And she herself admitted that she was inexperienced. So I was kind of hoping that Tia Clayton would have remained healthy. I know that's not what happened. She got injured in the finals of the women's 100 meters. In fact, she was injured before that, but the injury came back and we have not seen her run. I am not saying that Tina Clayton cannot medal. I'll talk about it in another video. But I just believe that given the experience that Tia Clayton has had in the last 12 to 15 months, where she has been winning fairly consistently, I was expecting her to run something much faster than I expected her to run a sub 10.80 had she been healthy. The fact is she wasn't healthy. So seeing her back on track is a big deal. Now I asked a secondary question. Can she win? It's highly improbable. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like I said, the lineup I am looking at Melissa Jefferson-Wooden all day. I'm sorry, I can't believe I'm actually verbalizing this, but I have to follow the numbers. I'm a numbers person, people, and the number says Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. Unless something very, very strange happens. How will Tina do? I'm hoping that Tina and Tia end the race healthily, because the truth is I do believe Tina can actually medal at World Championships. It's going to be very competitive. Secondarily, I want to see what Shacarri Richardson's headspace is like, because her problem is her headspace. Once her head is not on right, she just doesn't run well. We've seen that all year. Clearly something has been off between herself and Christian Coleman or whatever. It's based on what she herself verbalized. So wanted to see where she's at. Also wanted to see what Melissa Jefferson-Wooden is going to run. I want to see what her form is going to be like, because she's been running really fast times from very, very early in the season. So to answer the question I myself asked, can she win Tia Clayton? Had she not gotten injured, yes. I just want to see what form she's in if she was. And I really want to see what her sister Tina does. I think Tina is like I said, she just needs a little bit more experience at that level. I know you're going to say Peter, she has ran a lot of, major competitions, but those were junior competitions, people. And you have heard several of these juniors say running at the pro level is a whole different experience and not the same thing. And Tia was becoming more consistent. So I'm very happy that Tia is back. I am hoping she's back, because like I said, I have not seen her name withdrawn yet, which is why I did this whole video on her. Tina, I suspect Tina will be in that top 3 in tomorrow's race if she remains in the form that she's in. And I think Tina can run faster than the 10.81. I also think I think both the Clayton twins can run sub 9.7. I genuinely believe this, and I think they're going to get there sooner rather than later. They're both extremely young people. I think they're like 20 or 21. They're babies. So excited about that, no doubt. Now, Noah Lyles' comments. People, Noah Lyles plays head games. I am just hoping by now that Kishane and his sports psychologist and his team have told him, Kishane, Noah Lyles are going to play head games. This whole thing about coming and what he's going to run is going to be a fast time. Noah Lyles has not run faster than I think 10 seconds flat or 10.07 from the year start in 100 meters. So unless some miracle occurs, I don't see him running a 10.80 or a 10.85. I doubt it. But Noah Lyles plays head games, and I think a lot of people just seeing him there, they're going to get nervous and it's going to throw them off. Kishane, ignore Noah Lyles. Learn from Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville doesn't even care about Noah Lyles anymore. He beat him 3 times now, so he knows he can't beat him by healthy. So do not get caught up in Noah Lyles. It's BS. Now, do I expect Noah Lyles to run a good time? Yeah, because I don't think he would have gone if he doesn't think he's going to run a good time. And I also think Noah Lyles likes to put himself in the fire, because I believe he performs on the big occasions. So I think that's one of the reasons. Plus, no Lyles, make sure they pay my whole heap of money if you come there. Make sure the kitchen I get my whole heap of money. I had said earlier, why would they do this? And you, my brilliant Royals, only said the man need the money. And yes, people, you're right. I wasn't thinking clearly on that occasion. Yeah, this is probably about money and hype. And honestly, whoever wins this race, it doesn't really mean that's the person who's going to win a world championship. It just really doesn't. At this level, there's so much head games going on, someone might lose purposefully. I am not joking. Although it's highly unlikely because both Kishane and Noah Lyles are very competitive. But that whole spleen that he gave, we just came and it's Kishane, it's going to be a fast race. I just think he's playing the mind games, people. That's Noah Lyles' MO. That's his thing. Kemba Nelson, awesome sub 11. I think what Kemba Nelson needs is some more sub 11. This young lady, I believe she ran about 10.86 or 10.88 a few years ago. So we know she has it in her legs. But as I've often said, if you can't see it in your mind and know you can do it, it's going to be very difficult. So I'm very happy for Kemba Nelson, product of St. James, Montego Bay. Pick up yourself, Queen. And I see great things ahead. I hope that you can maintain this. Finally, big up yourself, Frederick Dakers. Thank you for handing us our first gold medal at NACAC this year, NACAC 2025. You're the boss. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at 25.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings, and queens. Bless us.